and welcome back to another video on the F1 Journal, and it is race week yet again. This week it is not the Austrian Grand Prix but the Styrian Grand Prix. Following a cracking season opening Austrian Grand Prix, not the Styrian Grand Prix last weekend, the Formula 1 fraternity will stay at the Red Bull Ring for the Styrian Grand Prix, not the Austrian Grand Prix, on July the 10th to the 12th. So let's get straight into the preview. I'm not going to go through track details and all of that stuff as I did it last weekend. I'll just go through some of the teams. Mercedes remain favourites for F1's second visit to Spielberg, having comprehensively outshone every other team on the grid in the Austrian Grand Prix. However, the Brackley-based team will be wary about gearbox issue that plagued it last weekend in the race and threatened its victory chances after a second safety car was called later in the race. Red Bull will be expected to take the fight to Mercedes once again, but the home squad will have to sort out reliability gremlins that force both Max Verstappen and Alex Albon out of last week's Austrian Grand Prix if they want to seriously challenge the Silver Arrows. Ferrari will have its work cut out this weekend, even though Charles Leclerc was able to recover from a disastrous qualifying session to finish second behind race winner Valtteri Bottas. However, that wasn't really reflective of their true pace, and some say they could even be as bad as the fourth or the fifth worst car, and Sebastian Vettel struggled in Austria showed exactly why that could be the case. Finally, McLaren Racing Point and Renault possibly, but probably McLaren and Racing Point are again likely to squabble for top 5 spots based on the pace they showed in last weekend compared to some of the big six, including Ferrari. And you never quite know with Alex Albon, if he has an off weekend, maybe they could challenge him too. So during the Thursday press conference ahead of the Styrian Grand Prix, not the Austrian Grand Prix, we got some key quotes from the drivers, which included Sebastian Vettel saying he spoke to Renault and if he was offered a drive at Red Bull, he said he would probably accept it. On the whole, the majority of the F1 drivers are excited for Fernando Alonso's return to Renault, and Renault believe this was Cyril Beatable saying Fernando Alonso's attitude has changed since his stint at McLaren. And in practice one, there was no real surprises. Sergio Perez actually winning the session in the Racing Point, just ahead of Max Verstappen. However, Sergio Perez was on the sauce, Max Verstappen's on the sauce, but we don't know what fuel is. Mercedes just a couple of tenths behind on mediums, so it looks like they're probably still the fastest. And then when you had Jack Aitken beating Nicholas Latifi, although admittedly Latifi did have a failure, and Kubica coming 18th, just one place ahead of Latifi with the two substitute drivers. And in practice 2, which could be used as qualifying due to very bad weather conditions expected for tomorrow, Max Verstappen was fastest with Valtteri Bottas in second, Sebastian Vettel all the way down in 16th, Lewis Hamilton in 6th, just couldn't really get a hot lap in, don't really know why, but that seemed very strange. And another thing to quickly add about FP1, Lando Norris was given a time penalty for overtaking during yellow flags, so a big mistake there from Lando. And finally, my predictions for the Austrian Grand Prix. There is some talk of rain, possibly on Saturday, but very unlikely on Sunday, so that would add a different dimension. However, I am expecting it to be quite a dull race, at least compared to what we saw on Sunday, considering how well the teams will know the track and everything now. So for that reason, I think it will be a Mercedes and Hamilton pole and win. And to be honest, I can't see any other result than Bottas coming second and Red Bull's Verstappen coming third. I just think it's very unlikely in a less chaotic race we'll see anything different. Anyway guys, that's it for this video. Thanks very much for watching. Remember to like, share, subscribe. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Remember to follow us on Twitter for F1 news and subscribe to my other channels on the screen right now. That would be very greatly appreciated. Thanks very much for watching. Peace.